let's get the ugly stuff out of the way. The real high-level stats, in terms of the construction industry. Do you want to hit a couple of those high ones?
Well, I think it's important that we know that every day in Australia, more than 8 people die by suicide. So in Australia, even average is pretty bad. Even average is pretty ugly, because each of those people, whether you are a construction worker or whether you are in any other industry, impacts on many, many other people, and the impact is severe and long-lasting. So I think that we need to acknowledge the lived experience people might have had around this, whether construction or not. We have industries that are worse, but I don't want anyone to have to be worst in order to act. Average is bad enough, and even below average is bad enough. But in our industry, we have had the lack of fortune to have had consistently higher suicide rates. 75%, 100%, depending on different times that we have measured, it's consistently been higher than the relative risk for employed men outside the industry. And even within our industry, we've had an anomaly in terms of the highest risk groups, because normally we've had middle-aged men being the higher risk group in society generally, but we have consistently had our youngest workers being the highest risk. So the 15 to 24-year-olds, the ones that we really feel a sense of responsibility for, have consistently had higher suicide rates, and that's really been perhaps an issue that we have been slow on addressing, but we're getting to more consistently now. That's the bad news. The good news is that over the last 12 or 13 years, the relative risk of suicide compared to other Australian men have been falling. So as the industry, what we have been doing, I don't want to claim any causal relationship, because if I own the good times, I'm going to have to own the bad times as well. And I think there's so many other things that impact on people's mental health than just whether we run mates in construction. Mates in construction, part of the picture, but employment conditions and general societal conditions, all of it adds to it. But collectively, what we have done in our industry have led to a result where suicide rates have been falling compared to that of other men in Australia. And that is a good outcome, and I think that we should take comfort from that. But we should not think that the work is finished, because there's a lot more work to be done.